Okay, so welcome to the Women Who Code Accra event, Beyond the Job Search, Planning for Success. Today we'll be speaking about preparing a 30, 60, 90-day plan when you get a new role or a new position in a company. We'll start with what is a 30, 60, 90-day plan. It's simply an onboarding tool to assist you adjust to a new position. Let's say you're joining a new company and you want to succeed in the role that you've been given in that company, or you've gotten a new job, a new position in the same company. You could also use this plan. You could also use this plan to succeed in the new role that you have. The key components of the 30, 60, 90-day plan are the goals. These goals should be SMART, which is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. It should also have actions towards achieving these goals. The goals can be broken down into different segments, such as the learning goals, your performance goals, and your personal goals. The learning goals will be what knowledge you need to be able to succeed in the new role. Performance goals is what do you hope to achieve in the first 90 days of the job. And personal goals will be who you need to know and how to build relationships with them. So what are the benefits of this plan? There are multiple benefits that you could get out of these, but I'll touch on 3 of them, such as the focus. It will help you. It'll help you be clear on things to achieve in your 90 days, in your first 90 days at the company. It helps you set goals, obviously, and this will help you integrate quickly and smoothly into the new organization or the new team you are joining. It also sets you up for success. It shows that you are able to self-manage yourself. If you share this plan with your supervisor, then they get the impression that you're serious about the job and you want to succeed in it. So next we'll be tackling the different sections of the 30, 60, 90-day plans, which is like 30 days, what you should do, 60 days, what you should do, and at the 90-day mark, what should happen. If you have any questions, you can ask along the way or type it in the chat box. So your first 30 days should be about learning. You're new in the company and you're now going to understand the company, their priorities that they didn't share during the interview, something that you could learn whilst you're inside the company. You have access to more things, their processes and procedures, how they do things, how any challenges that they have as well that you can address in your role that you're in. In these 30 days too, it helps to understand your role and expectations. So the main reason why they hired you. You may tend to find out that the job description reads one way, but they actually need you for different reasons. In these 30 days, you can also identify any gaps in your skills and how you can address them. So for example, you've come in as a software developer and they use a certain framework that you haven't used before, but you have the background in the language. Let's say a new JavaScript framework that they use, but you don't have the understanding or knowledge of that framework. So you can identify what you need to do and how you can build on it. The first 30 days too are also to build relationship with your team members, get to know them, know their strengths, know who you can call on when you need help. And by the end of the first 30 days, you can also look to deliver on low-hanging opportunities. So these are like small activities that will make an impact outside of your assigned work if you have the time. And for example, you can create documentation for one of the systems that they're using that they probably haven't thought of to create that documentation. So any questions on this?
No, none from me.
Okay.
No questions from me too. Thank you.
Okay. So in the next 60 days, that's where you start contributing to the company. You can apply the knowledge that you've gained from the first 30 days. You can also build your knowledge of other departments. So when you're new in the company, you tend to focus on your own units or departments that you're working in. So for example, if you're in the application development team, you can probably go and sit with the customer support team for a few hours to understand how they work, any issues that they have that they may not be communicating. Once you sit with them, see how they work, you can pick that up and then share that with your actual team. And the final thing in the 60 days is to take on more challenging work. So in the first 30 days, you'll see that people tend to not give you much. They think that, oh, you're new, let's give them time to settle into the company. By 60 days, you've been there for a while, so you could start looking for work that will challenge you more so you don't get bored in the company.
Okay. Sorry, before you go on, I have a question, right? Is the 60 days, right? Is it, let's say, another 30 days, like within the second 30 days, or are you talking about 60 days, like that would be another 60, let's say from the 30th day, that's the beginning, after the 31st day would be the beginning of the 60 days. So that would be 1 to 60.
Yes, so it's the second month after you're there, from 31 to 60 days.
Okay, so that means that it's let's say from the day you enter the company, right? So the 90 is within your first 3 months.
Yes. So it's quite an aggressive plan. From my experience, it's to get you settled in as quickly as possible.
Okay, all right. I wanted to clarify that.
Yeah. Okay. So in the final 90 days, you've been there, you've been there for 2 months. You've gotten a lay of the land. You've spoken to people in different departments as well, identified challenges. That in this final 30 days, then you start taking more initiative. You should be more proactive than reactive. For example, you start putting your hand up more. You start asking for opportunities, and you can start giving your point of view because you have some experience in what's been going on in the company. You can also reflect on your progress. At the beginning of the 30 days, you set your goals and the actions. You can look at it and see how far along you've come to achieving those goals. One ideal thing you should be doing is to measure your progress monthly, ideally. But if you haven't done that, this is the best time to reflect on it and see whether you're on track to meet the goals that you set, or you need to re-strategize the goals. So here too, you should also make sure that you're working at your level, the level that they hired you on. If you have peers of the same level, then you can benchmark yourself against them so that you make sure that you are not slacking behind. If you don't have any peers at the level, you're the first one to come in at that level, then based on the conversations you've had in the first 30 days, then you can check against that whether you're actually meeting those expectations. You can also plan the goals for the rest of the year at this time because you have a fair idea of what is expected of you, how the work comes, opportunities that you can work on, challenges that you see. And prepare yourself for promotion, because the first year may go quickly. And if you don't understand the requirements for promotion or progression, then you have nothing to work towards. And at the end of the year, when they're doing your review and you're not up for promotion, you don't have an excuse because you didn't plan for it. So I guess these are my takeaways for creating a 30-90-day plan, 30-60-90-day plan. They can be summarized as the following. So in the first 30 days, you learn about the company, your role, and how it fits into the whole organization. Identify any training that you need to pick up your skills and look for quick wins that you can execute. At 60 days, you'll be contributing at your level and start looking for how you can make an impact to be noticed by your supervisors and other teammates. At 90 days, that's where you take initiative and work on impactful projects to be noticed as well. So that's it for today on the 30-60-90-day plan. It's a very high-level plan that I've shared today. There are a lot of material on it online. If you need more information or support, you can always reach out for us to discuss.
Okay. Well, thank you, Nah-Abiah. Thanks for sharing. This is pretty amazing. I just want to find out, have you tried using the 30-60-90-day plan before? If you have, how did it work out for you? Are there any takeaways beyond what you've shared already that you'd like to share about that? Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so I have done a 30-60-90-day plan. In one of the very first companies that I worked in, it was an established company. So my manager is the one that advised me to do one so that I could settle into the company quickly. So for me, it was more about not making the goals very abstract, making them very specific as to what I want to achieve, and simple enough that I understand what I need to do, the actions I need to take in order to achieve those goals, because there's a lot that you can want to do, but you can't do everything within 90 days. There's not enough time. So you need to be smart about it, how to get noticed and make sure they are making an impact in the company. So that's how I used it.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. So my sorry, Farah, please, in case you also have other questions, so that I don't monopolize the whole thing. So, and my second question is, let's say, do you think this tool can be used by someone maybe who's not starting a new job, but is in an existing role? So let's say you just heard about it. So since it's going to be put on the YouTube channel, maybe someone comes, watches it, and then feels like, okay, I'm not starting a new job. Can I use this?
I think you can. Let's say you've been stuck in your role for a while, or you're looking to level up what you're currently doing. I guess you can think about what you want to achieve in the 90 days. Given your experience as well, it should make it easier to think of the goals you want to achieve in the next 90 days and how to achieve the actions you need to take to achieve them.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. And Farah, please, if you also have any other questions.
Thank you, Nah-Abiah, for the presentation. I just wanted to ask, like, are you able to share with me the resources that, like your slides?
Yes, I definitely will.
Oh, thank you so much. And the information that you were saying, like other resources, I can read up on because it was very useful to me, because sometimes when you get into a new place, you don't know what to do. Like, you don't want to step on people's toes at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you really navigate that? Like you're trying to learn, but you're trying to also get the small wins. But yeah, how do you measure maybe the temperature of how
So
to move forward?
what I tend to do is I do like one-on-ones, 5-10 minutes with people, ask them what their job is about, what they think my role is in the company, get their opinion of why I'm in the company, and try to build a relationship with them so that it's not that I'm here to take your position or overshine you. I just want to make sure that I'm making an impact. And you tend to find that people are generally open when you start with a conversation, finding out about them. Yeah. So yes, try to build a relationship, one-on-ones initially, so they know that you have their interest as well. It's not that you're just trying to step on people's toes.
Oh, thank you.
So if there are no more questions, I think we can call it a day.